And you know I'm all worked up already today. And fam, how you doing? COVID free, right? Yeah. So don't get it. Don't get it. I'm looking at the 100, and you know it's fun to watch how suddenly rising from the ashes, the red and gold phoenix. Yes. Oh, and John Lynch. Dude isn't going anywhere for the next 5 years, and well, including 20. He goes all the way to 2024. It says, the news came Wednesday morning that the Niners and Lynch have finalized an agreement on a new deal. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter that Lynch's new contract will span 5 years and tie him to the team through 2024. Multiple. You see, because I could not understand, as soon as they signed Kyle, first thing people start saying, yeah, you know, John Lynch, man, can be replaced. Martin Mayhew, Adam Peters, man. Dude may not be getting, because they didn't do it at the same time. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I told you, man. You listen, Kyle Shanahan hired John Lynch. Try to remember that. If Kyle says he goes, he goes. If Kyle says he stays, you can bet your last banana. And if you love bananas as much as I do, you do know Kyle is not about to let. Lynch was not going anywhere. So he's not for sure now. He'll be at 2024. And good. Yeah, I'm delighted. Multiple championships from here. I can feel it already because these guys are only going to get better. They've improved every year, actually, since they're bringing on to San Francisco to begin with. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and today's headline. The NFL season is played. The 49ers are going to be tough for any team in the league to bring down to earth. Now it seems plenty of talking heads around the NFL do agree. It took them a while. But we're still going to, Mike Florio, shut up! But the thing is, mostly everybody else knows this team is not to be taken lightly. No. It wasn't an accident that they had the Super Bowl. It was an accident that they lost the Super Bowl. But getting there, no. The 49ers beat people up on the way. And they were a young, thriving, up-and-coming team. Now they're a pissed off, no longer rookies, men on a mission team. I like that even better. I tell you, the 4-8 possibility is what I'm thinking about today, though. And I want to talk about the teams that are supposedly going to beat us. And you know that, I'm sure our resident trolls on the chat will enjoy this. Is Texas boy here yet? Where's that Tiger Kale jerk? Person. There's a few that like to come in and y'all can whoop it up today and provide fodder to be killed in the chat today. Congratulate Lynch again. Also, in the NFL Top 100, we've been noticeably absent for years. We're dotted with Niners this year. Fred Warner, Jimmy G, Richard Sherman, Nick Bosa, Mrs. Kills, baby boy. Just a little while ago, he has been deemed the 7th most valuable player in the NFL by his peers. Oh, God. And you knew it was coming. Because somebody said yesterday, I said, George Kittle could be projected to be in the top 10. I said, duh. Yeah. Are you serious? Is that even a speculation? Of course he is. Makes me want to holler. Niners! I love it, man. Hey, and Eric Armstead almost made it. 104. You see, here's the thing. Defoe adds to the list because he was a 49er last year, right? Armstead would have been, we'd have been filling up that top 100, you know? You know, though, Eric Armstead has to be mad as hell. First of all, he was mad as hell anyway with not being voted into the Pro Bowl, right? Now they do this to him. Eric, you know what? I want you to stay mad anyway because you played better ball after they told you wasn't going to the Pro Bowl. Eric was a man on fire after that. He's probably on fire now, too. 104. They couldn't even give me 99. Let me look at the people in front of me. So, Eric, I like him being pissed off. Hey, fam, also, those players that they waived already, I wonder if they had a chance to make the team. I look at those guys and I say, yeah, they probably were gone. Except for Chris Finke. You ever watch Ballers? Remember that player that was so worried about, he had a non-football related injury and he was hiding out from his agent and everybody else. He didn't want nobody to find him until he could heal up. He was just a man missing for a while. Finke was waived, it says, non-football related injury. I said, what? I said, if anybody, I was really curious about Finke. Rodgers got cut. I mean, these guys haven't been cut, but they got waived. I imagine that means next step is you're out of here. But the 49ers are cutting back because originally I had heard that they were going to work with 90 guys in spite of the ruling that they were only going to be able to work with 80, but the 49ers are going to go right over that, I guess, the way they were talking. So they're going to get down to 80 soon. If they haven't. Anyway, let's go on into this. NFL.com projects the San Francisco 49ers to finish the 2020 season, assuming a full season is played, with a 12-4 record, once again winning the NFC West. Oh, Hawks, Rams, they're talking about you. You're in the NFC West. The 49ers are going to put you down below the shoes where you belong anyway. They've got the predicted losses to come at home, though. In Week 4 against the Eagles, Week 8 on the road against the Hawks, Week 12 against the Rams. That's my favorite. And finally, another road defeat in Week 16 against Cardinals. I ain't laughing about the Cardinals. Yeah, you know what? Everybody already believes. Man, they're just getting started. Man, there's no need to worry. I am scared of the Cardinals. I was scared of them last year, and I was right. The 49ers had to fight tooth and nail to beat them 2 times. Oh man, there's something about that team. Okay, you know what? If we get one loss this year, because we're losing the Cardinals twice. We get one loss to the Cardinals game, I ain't gonna be mad. And if we do lose the Cards, watch that game be close as hell. 49ers have much the same personnel, though, both among the players and coaching staff returning from their Super Bowl run. The key losses include, of course, DeForest Buckner and Emmanuel Sanders, both of whom were replaced with rookies. Also, Joe Staley, who retired, but also replaced with 7-time Pro Bowl selection. Trent Williams. Now you got people on social media. You know what? I'm going to do it like some people who avoid social media just to keep from getting mad. Man, you getting all pumped up about Trent Williams. That dude ain't played no ball in a year. Go come out there and fall and get his butt whooped. See, you, sir, I consider just pretty much just basically impolite. And so therefore, I will put down all, my mama raised me as a child of God and one to appreciate and do unto others as they would do unto you. I'm going to do unto you like you just done unto me. And then I get busy. I even go repeat some of the things I say because I don't want children to listen. I don't want you to be a degenerate like you know who. They got it coming, though. Okay, anyway. As I continue, there is a Super Bowl hangover, though. NFL.com can envision the 49ers adding 4 more losses against teams like the Hawks, Packers, Saints, and Cowboys. That would put the teams projected forward 8-8. However, NFL.com wants to state for the record, quote, too much of the personnel's back for that to even begin to happen. And if they are hungry to finish the job and the rookies come close to filling the shoes they've replaced, add a win over Philly at home and a sweep of the Rams to go 14-2. I can't. Oh, man. And hey, this would say a lot about Shannon, who already has a lot of nice things being said about him. Anyway, unquote him. The Adventures of the 49ers are scheduled to kick off the regular season against the Cardinals at Levi Stadium, which I hope we do beat the Cardinals up because I'm not sure about the second meeting. I'm going to tell you the truth, because there are times when I go too far and make people think I've lost my mind, thinking we're going to beat everybody in the sun. There are teams I do have a problem with. I do worry about the Cards. I don't look forward to seeing the Ravens again, but I do want to see them again. Who else? Fam, you know what? The Saints. Yeah, you got to take the Saints seriously. I am concerned. But you know what? We ain't going to see. We're not going to see the Ravens again. We're not going to see the Ravens unless we see them in the Super Bowl. And, of course, the cards I just mentioned. So, the 49ers could go 15-1, my estimation. Yeah, I ain't got no shame in saying it either. Damn. Hey, let me. Oh, Rebel D is back. Thanks, Rebel. I'm sure everybody knew John Lynch wasn't going anywhere. He's done too good a job. There was just people said, we could move Adam Peters into that job. People start talking about that. I couldn't believe it. What is wrong with you? John Lynch had everything to do with that. Yo, God, give me a break with that. Because we always have that negative group that comes in, no matter what's going on, And I know that the people who don't really appreciate John are going to say things like that because they're going to think that John fails on these trade deals and we don't always come up with the guy that they want, right? And then you got John Lynch saying just the other day, I never told anybody that was going after Jamal Adams. George Kittle is on my mind as far as that goes. 49ers are near $12 million under the cap. What are we doing here? We're trying to sign George. We're not bringing in any free agents. Now you could, trade Kwaski. You could save. No, you still got. You know what though? You could actually have traded Kwaski to the Jets, but they probably weren't interested in just one player. They were interested in stripping you naked, like they did the Hawks. 2 first-round draft picks and McDougal. And after I checked out McDougal, that boy can play. So the Hawks made a deal to get rid of McDougal for no known reason, but the Jets were probably sitting there saying, "Oh man, 2 first-round picks. This kid is really too good. I don't think so." So that's what Pete Carroll says. Okay, you're not going to have a safety, right? Well, yeah, I mean, we'll get one later, but we'll be out with the safety. I'm going to give you McDougal. Really? You serious? Yes. Okay. Well, that'll do it. I love it. John Lynch's mama didn't raise no fool. They giving up all them picks and Kwaski team. Get the bleep out of here. Anyway. Yeah, let me go over here and check things out. And that's my Kittle. That's my GM Kittle Lucky 7 Bosa. Uncle Sherm's still holding it down. I'm telling you, man. Like 6 lick. Is that lick? Am I gonna pronounce that lick 6'8"? Slick. Typo. Sorry, Slick. Matt's back in Las Vegas. After attending his little girl's graduation. Good to have you back, fam. Mr. Block Guy says Lynch inked. Mostert inked. My D started training camp. We're about to dominate. 14-2. Some of the experts are saying, in particular NFL.com. I don't mind the 49er Empire is back. Our D overall is so stacked. Diabo. Is it Diabo? Diabo. Is that right? Diabo Lucas. Hey, put some respect on Eric Armstead's name. I know, man. 104. They just did a number on him. Dude should be top 100 from his performance of last season. See, Eric is not getting no love. He's going to be like what's that, Nagoku or something like that in Jacksonville. He got mad that year from not being brought into to the Pro Bowl game. He's been mad ever since. And he's still mad because the Jacksonville Jaguars won't trade him. It's got to be tough being mad all the time. Corey McGlinty, aloha from Carson, Cali. Congratulates to PRY. Not sure what that initial means. Our players making the top 100. Congrats to John Lynch on his contract. It must be the top 100. The top 100. Congrats to John Lynch on his extending contract. Maybe that's sleeping. Sleeping. I see. Sipping on Michelet. Here in SoCal. Thank you for all you do. Oos! You Corey. It's so funny because I'm looking at Major League Baseball because it seems like pro sport is going to keep on rolling no matter what. Major League Baseball is going to have to major breakdown on teams. But if you're a player right now playing pro sport right now, you even sleep with a mask on. I mean, if you talk about social distancing, I can just see him now coming near somebody 6 feet away. Get back, man, get back. What? I can't catch that, man. I don't know what's wrong going on with you. So yeah, it's going to be coming to a point now, and they got the NBA guys in a bubble. It is scary right now, man, because the Marlins just, oh my God. But they're in Miami, one of the hottest spots on the nation, right? So we got one guy. I don't know where Richie picked it up. We got one guy so far, and I've not heard about any other NFL teams so far. But man, I know there's 21 guys throughout the NFL, from what I understand. So, got to be careful, man. Keep the league up on its feet. Every last league, Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL. I don't know what they mean. Not even talk about the National Hockey League right now. I don't know what's going on with them. But yeah, it's scary out here. I'm being told to hold up here. But fam, I feel pretty good about the league so far because you know what? Like Richard Sherman says, the NFL is going to be fighting tooth and nail to keep on things. Kim. Oh, it's Kim's birthday. Is that what we're talking about? Kim Bousseau. I was reading the wrong highlight. J-Run. All right, it's been brought to my attention. It's your birthday. And with that said, let us continue the ceremony. J-Run's been around for a long time, battling with the haters that come in for years. He's been doing a great job, too. Happy birthday to the J-Run child. Happy Niners birthday, J-Run. Happy Niners. Big J Run. And many, many more to come. Woo. All right. And now let me put on my ears and ask Dion how he feels about a 14-2 record, a 12-4, the impossibility of an 8-8, and I'm tired of hearing about the Eagles. I've looked at their roster. I don't know what are they talking about. The Hawks, the 49ers are no longer their whipping boys. And the Cardinals, yes, I'm afraid of the Cardinals. The Rams, please. But D, D, what do you feel tonight? And some of the players we got rid of from the UDFA chart, was that a good move?
Ronbo, what's going on, baby? How you doing, brother?
Awesome, you know what I'm saying? Feeling legendary. Because the season look like ain't nobody gonna stop nobody from playing no ball. Baseball said, man, we got people laying out with prove it so. They can sit down. The league keeps going. We ain't stopping. NBA, ain't nothing gone wrong yet. So that's us. We're coming up next. I'm pumped about that. D. But D, go ahead about John Lynch and everything else on the table tonight.
Hey, look, man, I'm very happy for John Lynch. And the one thing that I can say is that we knew this was coming.
Yes.
You know, John Lynch, everybody was sitting there giving him all that hype and falling into the trap. Oh, well, John Lynch, if he didn't get an extension, there's a rift, there's this, there's that, all of the things they've been talking about.
God,
which didn't happen, never happened. And it was like,
that's
Kyle's need to go ahead and cut it out. Yeah, and when he got his extension, I was more than happy, I could tell you that much. And then the other thing is that the cuts for the UDFA, that was to be expected, honestly. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. And the guys that they cut, we don't need them. Those are dudes that wasn't in the squad any damn way.
Camp fodder.
What were they doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these were camp bodies, man. These dudes ain't going nowhere. They ain't about to make the squad. They ain't about to do nothing. So what was the significance of keeping these guys and doing all that?
Were you curious about Finke, though? I was curious. He's the one. Rudder, no. I kind of figured Kyle ain't going to let CJ go. So, but I was think y'all wanted to
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, Rudder. I mean, Rudder's best chance was practice squad. That
Yeah.
was his best chance. That was his best chance was practice squad.
And only.
Other than that, it wasn't else he was gonna do. You know, we already knew that much. Just because he was in a situation where we knew he wasn't gonna be good enough. You know, I mean, he had what was his career? Like junior college, or like D3 school.
Oh, he
like,
set
yes,
he set new records. But as I watched him play, I could see where Kyle says, "Well, now you know he'll find another job."
Yeah, but this is Kyle. Kyle's always getting attached to these people. He always wants to draft somebody randomly that don't have no business on the damn squad. I give him that much. You know how he gets it. He does that all the time. He wants to put a dude over there that has nothing to do with nothing. And we always sit in this. We got to compensate. Kyle got too pretty and too cute and too attached to anybody. But it
He's
ain't
got to have those guys.
But George Kittle, number 7. Can we? Hello, the people's tight end. Yes. And did you hear Chandler Jones? He's my favorite player.
See, when you guys around the league start loving you like that, boy, you know you a bad dude.
Because you got to remember, and what a lot of people said on his little preview thing was they were talking about his blocking. You know what they were talking about his blocking? You know what George Kittle's father was in college? You know what George Kittle's father was in college? An offensive lineman.
Yep.
So do you really think that this young man is not going to know how to block? That's almost obvious. The UDFAs we cut were worthless. We didn't need them. The people that we went ahead and we got were definitely, worth us going ahead and keeping for the time being until we get everything finished off. And we are good to go, man. We ain't got nothing to worry about. This is going to be a breeze, baby. Everything is going to be real smooth. This season, please, man, I told you, 15-1 and 16-0. I ain't changing my mind on that. Strictly based on the fact that there is not another team in the league right now that can get some of the 49ers. There isn't. You know what? Do the Cardinals bother me? Yes, they bother me because they got increasingly better. Yeah. They did. They got better. But they don't bother me enough to be really worried about losing to them. Not like that. Do I figure the fact that Jamal Adams went over there to the Seahawks kind of bothers me a little bit? Yeah, because they can make him a Swiss Army knife and do things. I get it, but it's not that big of a deal. But what I can tell you is 15-1, we're 16-0, and we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. We have our GM, we have our head coach, we have all our players that we need. The only thing I'm being worried about is next season, and that's just because the salary cap might be low. And that's because
way lower. It's already been put out there. I'm talking lots of money knocked off. Ooh,
dang. Because of us keeping a lot of the players that we need. So I want to keep guys like K1 and Ronnie B and dudes like that because those dudes are serviceable guys that make it happen. And you already know they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that this team is great. So I feel like, hey, man, we got to do what we got to do. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a beautiful situation for us because there's not going to be a team in the league right now that's going to be able to see us, Ronbo. If you can name a team in the league right now that really feels confident that they're going to beat the Niners, I really would like to hear whoever it is, and I'd like to hear somebody try. And I guarantee you the Kansas City Chiefs ain't winning no 7 goddamn rings. That's just completely.
Is that story? Is that joke out there?
Yeah, that's what Tyreek Hill said. He said they could win 6 more rings. I'm like, are you serious, bro? Okay, the Niners in their heyday, at the time when we were winning, it was 4 years in between championships. You really think you about to pull off a straight up 7 or 8 year run with no. Nobody realistically enough running thinks that.
And there's so many things that have nothing to do with football. Injuries, any number of things can happen. Yeah.
You're not getting through the Niners 7 times in a row. You're just not. We will break you off. Our defense is built to last, and we are that good.
Beat that ass. Because the Chiefs don't know. They still got away.
Beat that ass. I like that, Ronbo. There it is, built to last and beat that ass. I love it. That's definitely what it is, man. But we that good, Ronbo. Ain't no doubt about it, man. We ain't got nothing to be worried about. Well, these people will try to do something. You know.
Can't wait. I
Yeah,
can't
man.
wait. And I want that first 2 or 3 games. I want to see the demonstration, the muscle, the tenacity, the technical just perfection. Because the 49ers were learning last year. A lot of people don't understand that, D. That offense was in learning mode last year. They ain't gonna be learning this year. This is gonna be execution,
Oh,
and the defense is gonna be sitting back laughing. I wonder when we gonna get our turn, because this ain't right.
You know what? You know what I heard? You know what I heard, which pisses me off, is people were giving Jimmy G shit. They were saying that 43 was too high for him. You know what I say to those people? A big F you. And the reason I say that is because it's very simple. This is Jimmy's peers feel that he's that good. So if his peers, the people he plays against, are telling you he's that good, you as a commentator, as a sports writer, as anybody who does any of that,
Should
you have no
be
right
listening.
to say, man,
D, we got to pull up, D.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what, man.
We got to go, man. I'll be on here all night talking about how much
and it's easy to do. I see you. I see you Friday.
Appreciate what you did, brother.
Thanks.
Friday, man. Hey, look, Super Bowl, Tampa Bay, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till Will come on, because he does it better than I do. Gotta love it. And thank you for the platform, Ronbo. Appreciate what you do. Have a wonderful evening. George Kittle, number 7, because it's better than your tight end, and there isn't a tight end better. Have a good evening.
You too, D. Check him out, fam. That's Dion Johnson. You see him on the chat. Click him up. Dion is so full of good football talk, you wouldn't believe it. He's got a channel going and giving out content. Hey, bang. When you hear that sound, throw away your watch now.
Take the batteries out your watches and throw your clocks in the garbage. What's good, Ronbo?
Man, I love reading about 49er domination, because, now that John Lynch is signed and everything is in where it should be, I look at nothing but a paved highway with diamonds shimmering. On and on and on we drive, 1 year after another, with a lot of young talent. We need some money, though, Mel. But otherwise, we're going to keep drafting up them good picks, keep on moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And Mel,
no doubt.
And Mel, I did ask about that 14-2 record and some of the losses they put plans on us. Right there near you, Eagles. You keep an eye on the Eagles, and please give us a report as to why in the world did the Eagles be penciled in first to beat that 49er booty. And the Cowboys, too, which is comical. But you know what I'm saying? And also, those UDFAs, did we let somebody go, or was that all camp fodder?
Oh, man. I don't believe that Kyle Shanahan believes in camp fodder. I don't think he believes in that at all. When you look at the type of guys that we've had and that we've seen become successful, a lot of those guys have been undrafted or they were, let go by other teams, and all they needed was an opportunity. Because Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, but mainly Shanahan and even Robert Saleh, these guys aren't looking at just names and trying to bring in big names. These guys, and they're not even just looking at overall talent. Like when like their first year being head coach and general manager, it wasn't. Their whole philosophy was, we're going to put the best 11 guys on the field, the most talented 11 guys, but that's because we didn't have the luxury of any type of set specific type of players. We just had to try to do the best that we could with what we had, with a lot of the layover from, Chip Kelly and all these other guys. But now the amount of talent that we have is like, it's bananas, and it's more specific to the systems that we run. So I don't think I believe in, at least not totally camp fodder. There may be guys where people know, all right, yeah, he's not coming in to become a starter or anything, but at the very least, he's going to push the guys that we have.
Because the thing is, I want really quick. I want to run down to you: Salvin Ahmed, JaMychal Hasty, Josh Hoskett, Chase Harrell, Jonas Griffith, Jared Maiden. Them boys didn't go nowhere, and all of them bring something to the table. So I guess I guess they knew those guys. If anybody didn't have a chance, it might have been them. But it's gonna be fun if we see them do well somewhere else. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm real sad too, by the way. Little sidebar. So I just found out yesterday. I went on to try to buy my tickets to the Giants and Jets games, and I just found out that fans will not be allowed at MetLife Stadium. So there goes that dream.
Dang.
Yeah,
Well, that's probably going to be
dream.
around the league then. We can pretty much anticipate that.
Well, like the Niners, for instance, they're allowing fans, but they're giving season ticket holders first dibs for the most part to be able to buy tickets because they're going with limited fans.
Oh, I didn't even check into that. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to come out there to the home opener.
Okay, so season holders. So you can't just general admission is probably something they're not going to do.
Oh yeah, nah. General admission. I think they're saying that it's I forget what percentage of capacity that they're allowing, but the season ticket holders get first dibs. So regular people can't just go and buy tickets, at least as of now.
Okay.
Because they're going with limited capacity.
Yeah.
But, yep.
That status could
MetLife
change. But you know what? That status might change a little late. Let's say if things start to slide downward, because right now the upward trajectory of the virus is skyrocketing in California and in other 4 hot spots. So if it should start sliding the other way, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope so, Ronbo. Like, when I say my heart broke, my heart broke.
Yeah, because you're right there. So convenient. Dang.
Yep. 2 weeks in a row. Jets and Giants back to back. Right at home.
That would have been
Then we got the Eagles, but the Eagles are in
San Francisco.
Eagles are home. It's a home game. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know you heard about Chiefs, right?
Who?
Marquise Goodwin. He's not playing this year.
Oh.
He opted out.
No, I did not hear about that. Because the 49ers, usually 49er News, they usually let you know about past players. Nobody say anything about Keith. Keith is sitting out on the season, huh?
Yeah, he opted out, citing his family. He said his family's more important. You know, he was talking about what had happened where he lost children when he was a 49er and how he put his family on the back burner in order to try to show that he was all in with the 49ers and trying to win and everything.
You know what? And Keith, he draws disaster like a magnet. He's probably right to do what he did because something bad probably would have happened.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so I just saw it yesterday. I'm not sure when he put it out, but I personally saw it yesterday.
Well, real quick before we run out of time, though, Mel, give me some of your insight on the 14-2 possibility.
Oh man, I think it's a possibility to go Dallas. I mean, not Dallas. The Dolphins. We had the ability to go undefeated, but yeah, I could see 14-2. I could see 14-2. That's not a stretch to me.
No. Not when you got a team with the mindset the 49ers are having right now. And with an improved offense, and I know damn well it's going to improve this year, I actually do see a 14-2. I'm worried about the Cardinals, but that's it. Mel, what you got going on back there? Somebody wants to get in.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I'm in the store buying lunch for work. I'm about to go into work, so I was in the store buying lunch. Yeah, my bad, Ronbo.
No, because I know people like to ring my doorbell like that when they know I'm home and I won't answer.
Yeah, it's one of them walk-in ding-dong doorbells.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, go ahead real quick, Mel. We got 30 seconds. All right, go ahead. I'm going to see you Saturday then. Or Friday, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll see you Saturday, bro.
No, Friday. I'll be back Friday.
All right.
All right, fam.
All right, cool.
Good night. Here's Mel, have lunch. And a dollar bill will, man. Come on in, man, because Deion's waiting on you.
What's up, my boy Deion? What's going on, bro?
Man, I tell you, I'm John Lynch is no, people talk about, man, John Lynch may be out of here. Of course, that was a joke to me in the first place, but John Lynch is definitely not going anywhere. And NFL.com, of all people, who loves, because there's several people, networks, and things that love to say the 49ers ain't worth the paper the logo was written on. And NFL.com says 49ers could go 14-2, win the NFC West, and again be top candidates for the Super Bowl. What? George Kittle comes in at number 7. That's all kind of fun stuff today. We'll jump on in here whenever you get ready. Right now is a good time.
Man, I tell you what, that seems realistic, Ronbo, because I've been saying it over and over and over again. I'm gonna say it again tonight. These guys are coming back from injury. It's in the ball out, Ronbo. Hurd, B. Ford, who's been in and out last season, he's fully healthy. He's gonna be a force and helper to that D line. The addition of IU, Trent Taylor, all them guys, man. Ronald Blair. Man, 49ers defense, the offense, man, these players, it's about to be second nature to these guys this year because they know the system now. I mean, it's full go. I mean, we went all the way to the Super Bowl,
And remember what Dre Greenlaw said. I'll never forget it. Dre Green, like you're saying right now about them getting ready. Dre Greenlaw, I didn't really fully understand the defense until about the playoffs. What?
Right.
Really?
Exactly. Exactly. And that shows football IQ and good knowledge. I mean, 49, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch drafted some smart players. They understand, and it's amazing that they can excel when they don't even know half of the playbook. So it's second nature to these guys this year. So it should be guns blazing everywhere, every game, from game in to game out. I'm telling you, man, it's about to be second nature. This scheme is about to be second nature, offensively and defensively. So it's full go. Everybody gonna know what to do. Like I said, Kyle Shanahan, without the preseason going on, Kyle Shanahan is gonna make it real comfortable for IU. I'm telling you, he's gonna make the playbook simple for him because he really wants this guy to go out here and ball. He really wants him to go out and contribute.
Ooh.
We all want IU to go out to contribute.
I bet you're right.
Especially with Debo out.
Yeah.
I mean, so
he'll have about 3 or 4 rehearsed plays just for IU to take advantage of whomever the defense is. And Robert Sala's probably thinking the same thing with Javon Kinlaw. Don't put him through the whole book. Just give him a certain amount of stuff to comprehend. We'll get out there and work on it, and let him just do what he does. That's a good plan.
Exactly. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it real simple for them. So they can, because you already got all stars around you. So I mean, it's gonna be your gameplay. It's gonna be easy for you to go ahead and contribute because you got Bosa and Armstead and Ford around you. So I mean, Kinlaw's gonna ball out, and I can't wait, Ronbo. I mean, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. I'm so glad that they went on and got the deal done with Lynch. We got a dynasty on our hands, people. If y'all not noticed, I mean. These 2 guys right here, man. I mean, Jed York don't get enough praise, so I gotta give a shout out to Jed York. Jed York finally seen the light when he did this with and Shanahan.
People still hating on Jed, man. I tell him thanks all the time over on his Twitter, man. But people still working him, man. Jed took you long enough.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why. I mean, I don't know why he seen what he did. He finally seen the light, so we need to give this man praise. He could have went out and got some other crazy idiotic person to coach the damn team, but he found some smart guys and a general manager who's played the game and knows about the game. And so I'm telling you, man, I'm ready. And I want to say this about this because I heard Deion them talking about they were talking down on Jimmy G being number 43 on the NFL 100. And Deion is right. You got peers out here giving this man praise because they play against this man. They on the field. I'm so sick and tired, Ronbo, of these former NFL players turn reporters down in Jimmy G. And you know what, Ronbo? These former players that's turning into reporters and down in Jimmy G, they ain't even seeing a yellow thread coming from the Hall of Fame jacket. Ryan Clark, Marcus Spears, you know what I'm saying? The Dominique Foxworth, Maurice Jones-Drew. I know all of them. I can give you a whole list of all these former players turn reporters want to down Jimmy G. All these guys are never going to see a Hall of Fame jacket. Now, if you can give me a football player now turned reporter that's a Hall of Famer and criticize Jimmy G, then I can respect his opinion. But I can't respect no opinion from a former player turned reporter who ain't never going to see a Hall of Fame jacket turning down trying to talk down Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying?
They don't take in consideration all the factors that would make a young up-and-coming quarterback have to struggle at least a little bit. And even during the struggle, he still almost pulled off a 4,000-yard season, and he had plenty of touchdowns. So, and he came up big in some games, very big. In fact, one of the most serious ones against us, he went toe-to-toe with Drew Brees in a shootout, and he won it. I see. You can't be mediocre and win that game. Granted, he had help, but he had to orchestrate that offense. So, I don't get it either. I really don't. And I don't, let him talk. Because as I said, this is going to be our year to say, told y'all about Jimmy. You didn't want to listen. Now you'll listen. I can't wait for that day.
Exactly.
It's coming up.
Man, I'm just ready for September, man, so we can go ahead and give it to you guys, man. 'Cause I really don't see anybody messing with us for the schedule that we got. I mean, the only respect I give on the schedule is the Saints. I mean, anybody else, I just don't see I don't see nobody messing with us, man. And
or nobody that we should be concerned with like they're really overwhelming juggernaut. There is no juggernaut. We're the juggernaut. Well, that's the thing.
Nah.
We are the boogeyman this year. The boogeyman. We used to always know who the boogeyman was all over the NFL. If it was on our schedule, oh, God, we got to deal with
Ronbo.
No.
Ronbo, we went through a jungle in that 3-game stretch with Baltimore, with Baltimore and the Saints. We went through a gauntlet, a jungle, and we made it out there 2-1 because we lost to the Ravens. These guys know how to band together during tough times and tough games and stuff. So it's easy now. They got it, man. They've been through everything, so they shouldn't fear nothing. They shouldn't fear nothing coming into this season. They shouldn't be nervous about nothing, anything. So they've been through it last season, and look what they got. All the way to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. You get all the way to that. And also, they know more than they knew last year, which is vital in Kyle Shanahan's system. As Robert Saleh, they pin their ears back and they go, which is why that defense is so good. Your defense is as good as the guys on the defense, and they've got some great guys on the defense. But here's the thing, Will. Nobody's talking about Jerick McKinnon. See, I'm thinking McKinnon is probably at full speed right now, and wait till they cut that loose. We're talking about Ayuk. We're talking about Kittle. We're talking about everything but McKinnon. Watch.
I'm gonna say this to all the 49er fans that's listening on your show, including myself, letting all y'all know right now before I get off this line. Be ready for Jerry McKinney. Be ready for the Jets because this dude about to take off. I'm telling you. Be ready. Be ready for the Jets. That's all I gotta say, Ronbo.
All we gotta do is keep him healthy. I'm telling you right now,
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of linebackers that are going to get abused. That's what he does. That's what he has the capability of doing. We have that added wide receiver running back. Because I'm going to let TC and Mostert, they can handle all that sprinting between the tackles. But Jerick, I got some special things for him to do.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. For real. Absolutely, man. But all right, Ronbo, man, that's all I got for tonight, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Appreciate what you do, man. Shout out to my TNT fam, man. My player Ponda Dre, Trey Trez, Big Show Russo, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports fan club, Rico Jersey, Joe Sheik, Sue, all them guys, man. Hey, Super Bowl. This for you, Dion. Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. It will not be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because it will be the San Francisco 49ers to be announced. All right, man.
All right, Will. Have a good night, fam. Good stuff. D, you was waiting for that, too. It will not be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the phones have kind of went limp on us tonight. You know what? Let me look down through here and see if I can get a few more comments before we either answer the phone or say goodnight. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see G. Rodgers. He says, good friend of mine told me they are sending out season ticket holders refund checks and that they are not televising football games on local TV, only by app. Oh, no. See, I pay way too much for that service, but that's one of the reasons why I get it, because I don't want to hear about any blackouts or anything like that. Oh, that's scary. And that would make sense. The NFL is going to do that. So, wow, that is bad. And Diabo Loco. It's just a Luco or Loco. There's a U in there, so I can't say Loco. Diabo! He said, Chris Sims is top former player turned reporter who hates on Jimmy G. Dude needs the STFU. Was and still is a bum. And you know, the thing about Chris Sims is, that's Kyle's brah. He should be the last guy that's talking bad about his boys, you know? So I say, come on, man. And Anthony Baker says, all them guys set out to be negative so they could get a payday, the most craziest bleep. They say the bigger the payday. And you know, this is a lot of things. You draw attention with a lot of negativity. I'm not going to say that. Grant Cohn, I actually like Grant Cohn, and I know what he's doing, and he does it well. Grant thrives. You know what a shock jock is in radio? A shock jock, of course, says things that people immediately stop what they're doing. What? What did he say? This is Grant's M.O. He says and does things that you have to, what? If you want, you go over to Grant's website, you will see people in there just flaming him, just really tearing him up. But he's built a reputation doing that. So I ain't mad at him. I understand what he's doing. I do find it funny, though. That's a lot of, some of it really vicious. That's a lot of hate to take, though, in order to build a rep. Hey, you know what I did wonder about? What happened to George's nemesis? What happened to Kelsey? Did Kelsey get anything? Has he been ranked already? Because I just noticed I didn't. Travis had to be ranked a few days ago, right? Because I can't imagine anything else. let me go down through a little bit more and see what's going on. Because which is one thing I never get a chance to do. I never go down through here because things move a little too. Which one I got here? I can't get my. Oh, here we go. Yeah, one thing I do. People always say, "Hey, man, you know, do you ever read the chat?" I do, but I don't always respond. So I can't. I got time right now. Josh is coming to the phone. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Ronbo, what's going on, man?
Josh, man, I'm just like, I'm ecstatic. First of all, I'm appreciating John. I knew John was going to get signed, but you know, I didn't know how long they're going to make it, how long they're going to draw it out, because you have to hear from people who think he's not going to get signed. It's annoying, right? And then I see George Kittle comes in at number 7. And I knew they said he's going to be top 10 yesterday. They said it was going to happen. And then here comes NFL.com saying, yeah, the 49ers are that good. We predict 14-2 or 8-8, depending upon. And then, of course, they cleared it up. But you know what? The 49ers got too much personnel coming back this year. There's no way that they're going to lose. And if they do remain focused and determined as they seem to be right now, the personnel they got, expect a sweep of the Rams. They may lose once to the Hawks, and they may once lose to the Cardinals, but that's all anybody sees. They will beat the Eagles at home. And these are all projected teams they were supposed to lose to. So, Josh, about all of that, how are you feeling? Anything else you want to add?
Well, I feel pretty good about how the season's going to be. You know, I can definitely see us, you know, winning 14 games. As long as we win 13 or more, I'm happy with that.
12 is not acceptable,
and as long as we
especially
beat,
with this team.
No, it's not. And as long as we beat the Seagulls 2 times, I will be ecstatic about that. Because you already know we're going to beat the Cowboys.
I know.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, I do. I don't see the Cowboys. They don't. The Cowboys don't have the kind of defense that Kyle Shanahan's going to struggle with. I want to thank Jay Gee. Did you know Travis Kelce came in at 18? I just now seen that. All right.
Oh, they ranked Kelsey at 18?
Yeah. If that's true. Jay Gee, is that true? Oh, he wouldn't make that up. You can't make that up. So Travis Kelce comes in at 18. I should have heard about that yesterday. I wasn't paying attention to what's going on with the Chiefs, though. So, and other teams. So, yeah.
Yeah, they should have Kittle up a little bit higher than where he's
should be
at. But
5
top 10,
minimum.
Though, that's minimum. I think he should have been around that area. But I think this season, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to the Super Bowl again. I have no doubt about it. I'm not nervous about it.
Yeah.
Our guys, they're hungry. We, like you said, Ronbo, we have too many people coming back. All of our guys know exactly what their roles are. They know what they need to do, and they know what, is set up for that whole industry there for everybody. So it's not going to be a big learning curve. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is our receiver core, because we're not going to have Debo there. I don't think he's going to be ready for the first game.
Yeah, John said so yesterday.
I think, and John's not a bullshitter. He's a straight stand-up guy, and he doesn't beat around the bushes.
Him and Kyle.
So, I could see Debo missing maybe 2 or 3 games at least.
Yeah, and because you got to bring him up to speed once he comes back healthy. If he doesn't come back in another 2 or 3 weeks, that automatically means that he's behind, and he's got some catching up to do, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
well, he
the
was
problem.
in some pretty good shape, though.
True.
These guys have been working their tails off. So, physically, I don't think it'll affect him physically, but just getting back into the groove.
That's the thing.
Doing the plays and all of that stuff. But I do worry about our receiver cores, but thankfully we have Kendrick Bourne that has been there, and he could take, these young guys and teach them about, hey, running the routes and when to, expect Jimmy to throw the ball to him and what he likes. And,
that's another thing right there you mentioned, timing. On those routes, you really need reps in the beginning, because that's a thing where between the quarterback and the receiver, they feel each other out, and they know where he's going to be at a certain point. You know when to release that ball. You've played ball before. You've had a guy, if you played receiver or quarterback, we do that when we were kids, right? We were doing timing routes so we didn't even know it. Because you'd see the guy go into his route and break, whether he had button hook or some of the famous things we had when we were kids, and you knew when to throw it and lead him, right? Those are things that have to be timed, though. So, yeah,
absolutely,
got to come and get that.
You have to gain his trust. It's a chemistry. It's like a dance. It really is.
Yep.
You guys are partners, and you guys have to know what each other is thinking, without talking to each other. So,
exactly.
I think KB will take these guys, and I think KB, until Debo comes back, I think KB
he'll handle
have
the load.
A really big impact on Hurd. I think Hurd is going to benefit from KB a lot.
God.
Because I'm excited to see Hurd.
This is why I think you're going to see a lot of Jerick McKinnon in the beginning, coming out of the backfield. Because the 49ers want to deploy more of a passing game this year. I'm pretty sure of it. So McKinnon, also Trent Taylor. Also, you got, of course, Jalen Hurd, as you mentioned, if we can get, and of course, the old standby, Kendrick Bourne. Beyond that, we're going to see,
Yeah, and I think McKinnon will have a breakout year this year because, when Kyle took over the Niners and he picked up McKinnon, he built this offense for McKinnon. This was his thought. So he's finally going to get his weapon and see what he can do with it. And I think everybody in the NFL this year, they're going to be blown away from our offense. And even us as the fans, we're going to be blown away because we're going to see a lot of things that Kyle hasn't even brought out into the playbook yet.
Yep, he couldn't. We're going to see a lot more play action. And Kyle didn't run. Kyle is all about play action. We didn't see a lot of that last year because he kept Jimmy was under center and a drop back quarterback way too often for me. That is not vintage Kyle Shanahan football. I think you're going to see that play action a little more this year with the kind of run game we're going to have. Because this Kyle, the essence of his offense is you don't know whether they're going to pass or not because everything is coming out of play action. And Jimmy's percentages on play action, oh, they're so much higher than they are from him just drop back. Whoa. Gives you goosebumps to see that happening.
I know. I want to see it. I can't wait. But, I'd rather wait right now and have everybody be healthy so that way we can have it. I don't want to rush it. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Ronnie Blair, these guys are on the active, physically unable to perform list for right now. Now, this is only end of July, so maybe no big deal. Sean Poindexter, wide receiver last year, was trying out. Western Richburg is not as good a shape as he probably be. This could be just a precautionary measure by the 49ers. I don't know. Contavious, I can never get off the IR street. Still hit it. And Julian Taylor, I do worry about our rotation. I figure these guys, they must be precautionary measures to keep them out. But I am worried about that because that's 1, 2, 3 very serious defensive linemen for the rotation that makes our rotation good. And then there's Weston Richburg, who also can never play a full season either. Josh, what are you thinking?
I think Richburg, I think he'll be good. I think he's going to come back, and I think he will last throughout the whole season. I think this is going to be his season that he doesn't go down with an injury. Because I think a lot of players this year, Ronbo, I think they're going to play a little bit softer than what they usually do because everybody doesn't want to catch COVID. So I don't think they're going to be as close and doing a lot of contact like they normally would.
You think so?
I think so. I could see some teams doing that, some players doing it. Maybe not looking like the Pro Bowl, but,
No, please. Anything but that. I can't watch the Pro Bowl anymore. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in years. I've taken glimpses, but if I'm around looking at the game, I'm still doing whatever else I'm doing, Because Pro Bowl is terrible. That's ridiculous. I didn't watch it this year at all. Because we won Super Bowl.
I stopped watching it when they switched it to before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it.
Long time. Oh God, it's it's just a prestige bowl. Anyway, hey, Josh, great stuff. I'll see you Friday, okay?
All right, Sam. It was good talking to you.
Thanks, John. Same here, Josh. Same here. Oh man, I was hoping today that, and I guess reporters aren't going to be allowed to come in and question anybody, probably for a number of weeks. So I guess I could stop anticipating that. But good to talk to you because I'm hearing about the 49ers only allowing season ticket holders are going. I guess only a chosen few are going to be allowed in. But that local TV, that's kind of worrisome. Why would they do that, knowing that fans can't go to the stadium? There must be a mistake in that. Of course you televise it locally. You can't. You gotta. Hey, John.
Ronbo, what's happening, my man?
John, I just had I just realized something. Somebody wrote up there that local teams get blacked out. I challenged that one. I don't think so. If fans can't come to the game, they're losing money. Television, if I'm a network exec and you tell me you're going to black out local games, I'm not paying anything because all your fans are at home. What? Nah, that's
that makes no sense. The ratings are going to be through the roof. I mean,
yeah.
Why would you do such a thing?
No, I'm going to go back and read up on that one.
The networks are hung up right now, waiting in the balance of what the hell's going on with the season. So I mean, they need to know when to fill these time slots. I mean, they're hanging on for dear life here. I mean, that's a big deal. That's millions of dollars invested.
Right.
So
if I'm a network exec,
figure that out.
Yeah, if I'm a local network exec, I'm charging the NFL money I can't say how much all in one day because the zeros go on into infinity. Look, you guys got you guys got an audience that's actually chained to you. So, I'm talking a lot more than I have been charging. Yeah, that's got to be wrong. But yeah. But John, about the situations going on here with John and Lynch re-signing and UDFA's getting cut loose and all the things that we got going as far as a 14-2 record, are we capable of that? Anywhere you want to jump in on, John? Go ahead.
Well, I'm pumped that we got John Lynch. I was happy. I told you we got that perfect balance. We got a player, GM, coach, who was a receiver, and he's a damn mastermind. So yes, I'm excited. John Lynch is back in the ball. He's back in the game, and I love it. That's good news. 14-2, Ronbo. I'm only worried about the Saints game. And somebody in the chat brought up who's going to cover D-Hop. I'm not really worried about much of anything else, Ronbo. I just want to be able to maintain mobile quarterbacks. That freaks me out. I don't want Kyler Murray running around on us like Tecmo football. Like I need that dude contained. I need him. Somebody's got to spy that guy. I can't stand to see Russell and mobile quarterbacks run right up through the middle. They spread us right to the center, Ronbo, and they run straight through the middle, man. Pisses me off.
Oh, John, they set a precedent because after they did that, we got Jared Goff. All of a sudden, he's a mobile quarterback. I'm talking Matt Ryan zipping out of the pocket like he could go somewhere.
Yeah.
I said, what? Oh, okay. So now that we've seen Lamar and some others run, everybody's going to try to do that because they knew that was the only way they could actually penetrate the 49ers fortress, right? I was laughing. I was like, what? He doesn't. Oh,
Ronbo, everybody took a crack at it. Everybody took a crack at it.
Well,
I'm pumped, Ronbo. The Saints game is the only one that worries me, really. That's really my only concern. And we've seen what we can do, against the Saints. So I'm not too pressed about it, but it's a concern,
Yeah. No, it is because you got Drew Brees.
That's generous.
And they get, what's that other guy's name? The guy they bring in for
Michael
Brees
Thomas.
on certain plays?
They bring in ask the chat. I forget what his name is.
The multifunctional QB. And you know what? When he comes in, he does make things happen. If Drew wants to quit, you could start him. I don't know if he'd be as Hall of Fame as Drew, but he'd still get things done. He is dangerous. So,
I mean, he's situational. Like that dude, I want to see him play a half. Can you beat the 49ers?
Good point.
Can you put points up on us? Or is it a situational thing? I mean, they bring in a sketched out play. They've executed this at practice 100 times over again. But when the chips are down, can you handle us? 4 downs for 2 quarters of football. I want to know how he matches up. But all in all, Ronbo, the Kittle thing, I keep seeing that they're not coming to an agreement here, and I can't understand if it's just media dragging it out so that we have something to talk about, or do they really think that they can extend Kittle for 7 years? I can't see the dude 33 years old. I can't see us paying him for 7 years.
Are they talking that long of a contract?
I'm assuming that they want a 5-year deal. If we're going to be honest, 5 years would be reasonable, right?
Tyson Hill. That's the guy we were talking about.
Yeah. So what is that like? You're paying the guy 5 years, $13-14 million. Was that around $70 million contract?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You. That must be that. I saw that article. It says something bizarre, they said, and then George Kittle's name was in. Maybe that was one I didn't read. Where you're getting this from? I didn't read that one. That was what it was about, paying him for 7 years.
Well, no, I mean, I think that there's a long-term deal that his agent wants, but I don't think the 49ers are ever going to. I mean, great. We appreciate you, George. We truly do, but we're not going to pay you for 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've seen it. I mean, I would imagine, Ronbo, what would you hope for?
5
years or
5
years?
I'd hope for 5 because the thing is, just to be fair to him and respect him, I give him a 5-year deal. 7 years, you're not a quarterback. This is not a job that you're probably going to, after 5 years, we'll extend you from there 2 years at a time. So let's get there first. Right. Not to worry. We're not thinking about cutting you loose. Yeah. We're just saying it's safe for both sides.
I mean, I haven't seen anything yet, Ronbo. I just want to know, where is the stalemate? Like, where are we hung up here? What is it? The guarantee money that we're not happy about? I'm really excited to see how this comes out when it comes out.
I agree.
How
I can't imagine.
How do they come to an agreement, and for what and how much? Because, again, that still determines, the future of the rest of our team. I mean, this Kittle thing could very well, crucify the rest of the roster. You know what I'm saying?
You could linger.
So I really, I want to know. I want to know let's wrap this up, because we've been speculating about this for months.
And people don't want to read about it every time they open up their sports dailies, because
we're getting there. We extended. We got Kyle. We got John. We got Mostert. We got some rookie tenders signed. And now it's time to see what Kittle. He's next up.
John, start getting used to this though, because last year it was Robbie. This year it's George. I'm sure next year it's going to be somebody. So they're going to wait till the last minute and get it done. But George isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, so. You think just days before camp, or do you think they're
minutes? Minutes.
Where do you think they'll drop the ball on us?
Camp start already. So I think. Oh, that's right. It has to be done before. No. George Kittle, his contract hasn't ran out yet. His current contract. I forgot about that. So no matter what, George is coming to camp. It could be like a thing what they did with DeForest Buckner. They may wait until next year just because of cap. John, we got $12 million in the till.
I know, Ronbo.
See, that's
how do you
I'm not going to fold this.
I'm not comfortable.
I think they'll make you feel better in a couple of weeks. But John, let me see. I'm going to see you Friday, and maybe by then they will indeed have inked George Kittle.
My man, I can't wait to see you then, brother.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, John.
All right, Ronbo. Take care. You be safe out there, my man.
I'm doing my best. You too, fam. Night. And here he is from south of the Mason-Dixon line, where Crimson Tide is the call and holla all day. But Rod is still saying things like, Niners! It's probably not that loud, because if Rod's wife is like mine and everybody else is making all that noise, man, the kids gonna start acting ignorant like you.
And I would cry, finally, the Rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Yes, Rod.
What it do, Ronbo?
Rod, just feeling good about the season about to get underway. As far as training camp goes, we got to iron a few things out and trying to make it safe for guys to ball out there. But man, it's looking good. And even NFL Network is talking about 49ers, man. Unless something goes wrong, them dudes could go 14-2. Oh, what? Man, whoa! Man. Ain't nobody been talking like that in a long time. Not about us. But Rod, what do you think?
I'm gonna say the last good piece of interview that I've seen was the one where you did with your boy Eric Davis.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what the experts think, man. The hell with all of them, man. Yeah. Bottom line of this right here. Look, we not so losers. Look, we know we didn't lose a fair and square game that was called down the line because we got flags for George Kittle pushing off, but
Jimmy got helmet to helmet, picked him up and throwed him out of bounds. Referee looked like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? Play ball. What?
Right. But it's like, I'm gonna take a page out of Richard Sherman's book and say we gonna keep our receipts. All y'all that's talking that you got to come back and see us. You got to come back and see us. The revenge tour is going down this year. And it ain't going to be no type of failure. Jimmy G is going into his second year as being a full-time quarterback in San Francisco without injury. Now, we know the track record of Kyle Shanahan with quarterbacks the second year. That's all I'm going to say.
So I'm talking about. And I think his receiver core overall this year could be a little more dynamic than last year. And a lot of people don't understand. It ain't all about the quarterback. It has a lot to do with who he's throwing to as well. Now you got some that can straight up get it done, you know? Because that year he had Keith and Trent Taylor on them on that year. What was Jimmy's percentages that year? Jimmy wasn't missing nothing. Now people still crying about his long ball, but shoot, let's get the right guys going out for that long ball. Then let's talk.
That's right. That's right. And there's a lot of speculation that Travis Benjamin was brought there to be the Marquise Goodwin replacement for the downfield speed. So, I mean, this might be the year that Kyle really, really pulls something out of his hat and have us all going like, oh, we weren't expecting that, you know?
Ooh, Rod, you know what? Okay, everybody thought it was going to be between Richie James and Travis Benjamin, right? Richie pretty much done taken himself out the book, because Hurt's hand. Now Travis will get all his snaps for God knows how long. Travis will do just enough to prove that Richie, y'all can do it without Richie. I'm here. Okay, let's go. Could be.
Yeah. And then, contrary to some 49ers beliefs or even desire, we could possibly even put Bettis or DJ Reed back at the return team like they were projected to do in the beginning because they had good college careers in the return game,
And DJ's out because he's hurt. So now Dante, like you say, Dante, let's get you back there and let you do what you got famous for in the first place. Boy,
right.
I would enjoy that. I want to see him do it, actually.
Yeah, I do too, man. I mean, I hope he does good as a receiver too. But I mean, hey, you see what Raheem Monster did. Special teams didn't do anything but ignite a whole different role for him. So, we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm like you, Ronbo. I'm really, really excited to see about what those receivers are going to do, and not only that, but I'm ready for these rumors of the possibility of Jordan Reed and Delaney Walker. Give me Delaney, man.
Same here.
Give me Delaney.
I don't know how much money she's asking for. Somebody said 13. I thought, oh, D, you ain't talking about 13 million, are you? No, man. Come on now. You got to bring that down a little bit. That's prime time pay.
Yeah, that's crazy. And not only that, but the only way I take Jordan Reed is if you take league minimum, man. I mean, dude, you an injury bug, bro.
I know. You're 35, D. Come on, man. You know what? How about 6? Because, come on, I mean, you go get bonuses. We put some incentives in there. You got playoff money coming. Come on. 13?
Right.
Right. But I would like to see him out there, though. Yeah, I'm with you, Rob. Bring Delaney.
We had talked about a while back, the possibility of Shanahan trying to create a, Gronkowski / Aaron Hernandez type of role for our tight ends. So, it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah, two tight end sets. Shanahan, boy. And Jimmy and George already got a chemistry. You give him 2 tight ends because Jimmy's good on his short routes. Anywhere from 20 yards and in, Jimmy's straight money.
Right.
That's why that works so well. This is, oh, God, 2 tight end sets would be, ooh, man, awesome.
Can't wait.
We don't know what Warner can do, though, Rod. I'm very curious about him because Kyle already made people understand, he's a blocking tight end. But if all I wanted him for is the block, I could have got another offensive lineman. Now, see, that tells me, because you know what Warner was before he became they taught him how to block. That's a wide receiver that learned how to block, and he's just big.
Yeah.
So.
And then I also wonder if Jalen Hurts is going to be a receiver or is he going to be a tight end?
You got options with him, though. You can line him up in both positions. And you know how he likes to block. Ask Dante Johnson. Dante Johnson hates him for that.
And he can line up at running back.
See? I hope Kyle can get him healthy and do all the things he wants to do with Jalen. Oh! Hey, Rod, we going to go, man. I'm going to see you Friday. I hope you get a chance.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's been fun, dude.
It's always when you're talking
Send me home right way, homie.
You ready?
Always.
Man, the ride.
Hey, appreciate that, Ronbo.
Hey, fam.
That's what I call that damn motivated, baby.
There you go. Have a good night, fam. Looking
We'll
forward to hearing from you shortly. Hey.
No doubt.
My boy, Rod. And this just in.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just how you doing today is the question.
Doing better. My friend's he's been on his own. I would like to thank everybody for the prayers. Appreciate everything.
Good.
He's doing breathing on his own. We are appreciative of everybody for doing the prayers for that.
Good.
But yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for the prayers. Appreciate it.
Well, Justin, that's great. And tell you what, I'm thinking, things get better from here anyway. Everything.
We hopefully, man. It's been a bad year. It's been a bad year for everyone. Jobs lost.
Oh,
it's been a bad year. It's been a bad year.
2020 nobody's gonna forget 2020 or the latter part of 2019 and 2020. Just sucked. I mean, all the way up until now, just endless sucking. So yeah.
Who got robbed off the NFL Top 100? Eric Armstead.
104.
104.
Oh!
I was like, really? They disrespected my boy, man. They disrespecting the Sac Town representative.
Well, Eric's he seems to be a lightning rod for. They did that to him for the Pro Bowl. Didn't let him in, and worse the thing is, our fans pissed him off even more because Eric, he answers when people start talking about him on Twitter and his social media, right? And then you got guys that come to say things like, "Man, you ain't have but one good year," dude. The game of football is about what have you done for me lately. Damn, any time before this, it's what he's doing now. What are you talking about? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So since you haven't done a larger body of work, we got to hate on you. Out of here with that.
Yeah.
Man. So,
Eric, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to say this right now that Eric Armstead's not on the contract year, but he has something to improve this year. Not getting nominated for 100 for the 100 top players. That's just plain disrespectful. Plain disrespectful.
There's Adrian Gutierrez. That's one of the guys I'm talking about. Come on, Armstead had one good year. Adrian, it doesn't matter what you did before. It's what you're worth right now. Get that through your head. Nobody gives a care about what happened before. Tom Brady sucked when he first came to the NFL. Now look at him. God.
If he didn't do anything, I mean, look how Brian Young started out. Brian Young was one of the greatest defensive players that have ever. He didn't have a breakout season in his first year. It took him a while to get his groove on, and then he became one of the stand-up players for the 49ers.
Drew Brees got cut from the Chargers. Aaron Rodgers was mediocre when he first started. You know what? If you go by what they did bad in their career, then why bother to give them any praise when they get good, I guess? That's the way people think? No. You got to give it up, man. When a guy's good, he's good. Eric Armstead was actually one of our best run stoppers, too. You got to have players to work with also. And that's what they got. Better coach, better
Justin
staff.
Smith.
Yeah.
Justin Smith, he started out with the Bengals. And so,
yeah,
you look at these players. So You know, K'Wan Alexander coming from the Bucks. Nobody thought he was going to be really good, but he changed that defense with that presence and that leadership. So all about what people want, because people will watch rather than watch film on these.
Jerry Rice, Justin, when he first started, Jerry was dropping the ball. No, hey, nobody knows about. You know, most of me was too young, but Jerry was dropping the ball. He was getting booed. You know, now Jerry Rice is considered one of the greatest players in football. Oh, by the GOAT, by a lot of people, even over everybody in the league. So, you know, give me a break with a person's past. What is he doing now? That's what I want to know. Development.
I'm going to address the tight end thing. We don't need any more tight ends. We got like 4 tight ends, man. We don't need Delaney. Like, I love Delaney Walker and Jordan Reed. I love them both. We don't need them. We don't need them.
I can't afford them anyway.
I'd rather take Ross Dwelly over both of them because of money and because of savings.
You are a huge Ross Dwelly fan. I'm realizing that. When I started talking about Njoku 2-3 weeks ago, you said, why do we need Njoku, man? We got Ross Dwelly. I was saying, Ross Dwelly? Njoku's better.
I got roasted for that. I got so much hate for that. I'm like, y'all don't realize that this boy has fumbling issues and catching problems. But you know what Njoku does? And
he's a highlight reel, though. When he makes a great play, it's outrageously good. That shot.
Don't get me wrong. He's a good. He out of Miami. He was a phenomenal tight end. Phenomenal tight end. Quarterback was Brad Kaya, and I don't think he's in the league anymore. But his quarterback was Brad Kaya, and
I forgot about him. Everybody else did too, I guess. If you wouldn't mention his name, I'd forgotten all about him. Yeah. Quarterback for the U. Exactly.
Yep. So I just don't think we need any more tight ends, man. So if anything we need to improve on is that secondary. Marcel Harris, I had questions about him.
Who?
Marcel Harris got destroyed in that Saints game. Marcel Harris.
Oh, you mean
Marcel Harris?
You think we need another safety?
I think, but I have confidence in Jared Maiden. You know, the one you had.
I was getting ready to tell you. I was getting ready to say, look out for my boy Maiden. You know. Did you see the way you see his highlight reel, right? Did you see the big dude he took down in one shot? That was Jawan Jennings. That was Jennings. He picked up Jennings like a child and took him down. Yep. I said, ooh, that's Jared Maiden. I asked him about that during the interview. Jared, you know, you took Jawan, is famous for his yak, and you took his yak and throwed it in the trash. Swoop, pound, get up. Next time you come down through here, better look out. You know, wow.
Yeah.
So, he could be.
Yeah.
He safety anyway.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. Congratulations to John Lynch. He got his contract. Dre, I know you're mad. Dre, Dre, I know you're mad, bro.
Wait.
I know you're mad.
Justin, is he anti-John Lynch?
Bro, after the draft, he was like, fire John Lynch. Blah, 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 blah. By your contract. I told you, man. He's going to get that contract, man. He's going to get that contract extension. I told y'all.
I didn't know that. I can't, because I knew there's a lot of people against, but I didn't know Dre was one of them.
He's gonna rebut, bro. It's recorded, man. You after he drafted Kimmel, he's like, well, we repressed it on 3-dimensional players for the receiver. John should be fired. Blah blah blah.
Some people react. Knee-jerk reactions. Sometimes people speak on those. You got to relax, breathe, and then think about what you want to say. You know.
I said that in the beginning, and they got mad at me. I'm like, man, he's gonna get that extension. They're like, no, he's not. He's gonna get put up. He's gonna get that extension, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna get that extension.
We got to realize. He did. John Lynch is not gonna get fired unless Kyle says so. That's his guy. And Jed said, I got to have a guy that wants to pick his own GM. If Jed says, Kyle, do you want him? Yeah. That's it done. It's over. Just let me see you Friday.
Yes, sir. You already know. All right, y'all. Stay safe and stay blessed and hug your loved ones, man. You never know when's your last day. Hug your loved ones, man. Hug your loved ones. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay safe, everyone.
All right, fam. Have a good night, Justin. Ellis!
Yo, what's going on, family?
Also, man, I'm just enjoying the evening, man. Because anything I can find positive, because there's a lot of bad news going on around us. I mean, all around us, Ellis. You can't escape bad news. It's everywhere you look.
Clearly.
You turn on the news, it's all bad news. You open up and you get your notifications. If you go CNN and some of these other news groups that I have on my phone notifications, it's always bad news. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start deleting these apps because they're making me crazy. But then the 49ers, John Lynch gets re-signed. Oh, you haven't reached any deal yet with George Kittle, which is bothering me. The NFL is still going forward with plans to start the season, And, the NFL Network says the 49ers could go as 14-2. I said, oh, God, this is good stuff. Let me call the fam. Let's talk about it. Yeah, Ellis, where you at? And did you see any UDFAs that you would like to see back in camp to get a better look at? Or did the 49ers probably get rid of just nothing but guys that were probably going to lose out to the guys anyway?
Well, first, the guys that you posted earlier, or who didn't make it, I didn't get a chance to see the whole list. I saw Brock Rudder and those other guys that were in there that you said like guys that are done. Is that done in reference to no longer, being able to try out for the team?
They're being waived as the 49ers, I guess. Yeah, Joey Alfieri, Jermaine Kelly, Derek Kendrick, Ray Smith, Brock Rudder. They can forget about it. You know what? And Jermaine,
they're
who's
keeping
cornerback?
CJ, clearly.
Yeah, they kept the guys that everybody's really paying a close attention to, I noticed, too. Because, when I look at this list, I see guys, those running backs that everybody's looking at and say, whoa, that dude can run. Because Salvon Ahmed, JaMychal Hasty, Josh Hockett, that fullback, still in camp. Chris Finke's the only guy that I really, y'all got rid of. But Chris Finke has a non-football injury. I don't know what in the world happened to that. You were talking about tight ends. Chase Harrell has not been cut. Darian Daniels, defensive lineman, is gone. But we still got Jonas Griffith and Jared Maiden.
I was just about to ask about him.
Yeah, Jonas.
Okay,
Jonas still alive and well. Yeah.
That's a big boy, man. We're gonna get some surprise out of him. I feel like, I don't know, he might be a diamond in the rough. But but he's got to get some work done too, though. He's got to get some experience up. I did see he was a little.
Oh yeah, he's got some work to do.
There's some things he needs to work on. Yeah, for sure. But no, that's good. Well, I'm glad to hear that we got at least a slew of those those undrafted guys in there, man. It's good. The guys that we've kind of all been talking about. I know I wasn't as confident in the hockey kid, but I didn't get a chance to actually look at him. And being a wrestler and playing football, you kind of got the jack of all trades in there because that's those sports together. You know what I mean? They kind of they go kind of in a way go hand in hand. Like a lot of guys that I went to school with, they played.
Yeah, because he's a tough guy.
And guys, they
flexibility.
wrestle too, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, it's really good. But yeah, no, that's a really good thing. I'm glad to see we got some of those rookies in there. I'm looking forward to Salvon Ahmed. I clearly already signed a contract, so we got him for a couple of years. I mean, is that not accurate? Did he not sign?
Wait, who'd you mention?
Salvon Ahmed. Didn't Ahmed sign a contract?
Yeah, Salvon. Yeah, they all do. Those are pending contracts, but yeah, he's signed.
Okay, they're pending. Right on. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm really glad to move into the John Lynch thing. I think it's funny they were talking about it, but John kind of, he's been on hiatus for a while. Nobody really knew what was going on, and then so when he did, I guess most recently have a little interview, he was kind of saying things kind of where he's putting it on Jed York and them to kind of, that they promised him this and, these kind of things. He's leaving it up to them and he's optimistic and, doing his John Lynch thing. He's a smart guy. And, I think, he used that to his advantage a little bit. So I think Jed York was a little bit obligated to kind of step on that a little bit and get things going since there hadn't been really much talks about it. But he was under the impression that Kyle was going to get signed first and he was coming next. But he said because of COVID, it interfered with that process or something like that. But I'm just glad that it got taken care of and we're no longer talking about that. So we need to get George going and get these things closed out with him. But I know he's not worried and he knows that he's going to be taken care of. I really feel he is confident in that and knows that we're going to do our absolute all to make sure that he is abundantly, you know what I mean, compensated for his, you know, his expertise and talent level. Number 7, you know, top 100, you know what I mean?
I tell you. Oh, and San
level
Francisco.
playing.
Wait. San Francisco, Kelsey's not number 28. That's Richard Sherman at 28. Now we're going to start picking on people just because we can. Kelsey's number 18 from what I hear. All right. Go ahead, Ellis. 28 for Kelsey. 18's a long way from.
Well, that's what I'm
Georgia's ahead of by 10, 11. What am I talking about?
Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I had posted when you seen it when I when you posted that earlier. I said, hey, Ronbo, where's Kelsey at? And I was going to say in, you know, at least mid-20s or something like that. And somebody had said he's probably around 20-something. And I said, yeah, that's pretty much what I was looking at.
Okay, you know what? Maybe.
You know, there it is. The proof's in the pudding. We don't need to have that discussion anymore. I know we all pretty much and knew that, but the league needs to know, the NFL and the outside entities need to know, so there's no speculation or back and forth combat about, you know, those things.
And between
those numbers are.
Because Ellis, actually, Kansas City fan, you know how they are. They follow us around now. I said the greatest tight end, the best tight end in the league, blah blah blah, and somebody says, best tight end in the league. Yeah, right. Travis Kelce hasn't done that yet. I said, what? Man, look, you know what? You Kansas City people need to know. Travis Kelce is a good ball player. In fact, if I didn't have George Kittle, I wish I had Travis Kelce. Make that plain right now. If I didn't have a George Kittle, I wish I had a Travis Kelce. Boy, I love to argue with
yeah, he's
people.
He's still a great player. Yeah. No, we're not saying he's not a good player, you know, guys, but clearly there's a difference between these two, and he's still a great, you know, Pro Bowl athlete. We're not going to take that away from him, but George is he's a savant, you know what I mean?
There you go.
It's an upper echelon, you know what I mean, when it comes to that tight end position for him, and he's at the pinnacle. But yeah, what else? So what else we got lined up for tonight, Ronbo? Oh, we got John. We got the G.
We got the 14-2 record, and the thing is,
the 14-2 record.
The 14-2 record with a confident team that used to be young, and got exploited through certain mistakes. Only certain coaches can exploit a young and inexperienced team. Andy Reid kind of did that because, as Jimmy Ward pointed out, you know what? The Chiefs ran that play 3 times. So you know what Andy Reid is thinking is they won't believe I'm going to do that again. Go ahead, guys, let's run that again. And they ran it again, and this time it worked because even Mosley didn't believe it, and Jimmy may have not even believed it either as he didn't converge quick enough on that play. Jimmy wishes, he prays that he could have that moment back again, and they would have paid, you know. But then again, Mosley would not have bit on that play. It ain't going to happen again anyway. So, you know. I can't wait till next time. They learned a lot of things this year, Ellis. A lot.
Yeah, and it's prime. You know, this is prime for us. I feel like this season there's going to be a lot of guys stepping out. You've seen there's a lot of pretty notable players that are going ahead and not
Sitting
going
out.
through with the season. That the linebacker, those Hightower and Chung from the Patriots are not
they
going
got
to,
2?
you know, taking the season off.
Ooh.
Yes. I
Whoa,
seen it earlier. I
Hightower
was
and
like,
Chung, that's serious.
Yes. So that's what I mean. So there's going to be some high caliber players that are not planning on going through with the season. So I'm just hopeful that we don't have any of those go on our team because I mean that just brings things up even more for us. The Patriots they lose one more damn player. I mean, man, they're going to have a hard time, you know, keeping up, especially with us. So that can be one team we scratch off as far as you know, worries of any kind. I think later on down the line, I think they'll be able to compete well, but losing high caliber players like that for their organization, I think is pretty. You know, it's pretty.
We had one guy,
you know,
Dre Greenlaw. I understand he was hedging, but I understand now the 49ers don't have anybody that's going to take the option. So yeah, all our guys are coming back in.
Yeah, so
Dre
I think this is just prime for us.
Ellis, Dre may have been listening that day. We were saying, Dre, check into a hotel because wifey's having a baby, right? So yeah, Dre's probably scared,
right.
You know. So Dre, check into a hotel a block or 2 away from the house, just so you can feel better. You can go holler through the window and everything all during the season, sit out on the front lawn and talk to you. But, you know, go ahead and play the season, bro. You know, because they need you. You get all that cash because, you know, you got to do it. So I think he's thought of another way to protect his family. Ellis?
Ronbo.
Yo, yeah, I'm
Yes,
here.
no, that last part, family. Say it again, my bad. That last
Yeah,
part.
I was thinking about Dre may have been catching when we was talking that day. I said, Dre,
Oh, yeah.
you can check into another place, man. Get into a hotel right down the street from the house or something, you know? We can sit out and wave at the wifey through the window or something, sit out on the front lawn and tell her I got to stay outside. You know I love you and all that stuff. But I'm going to keep on playing ball for us and go and get that trophy and all this money.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And they're going to be safe. They're going to be blessed regardless. You know, we speaking positivity over everybody in their family, especially ones that have newborns and what have you. You know, the NBA, it looked like they had, I seen the NBA, they had no positive tests so far.
The bubble's working.
The NBA and something else, whatever other league. But I'm just saying, I seen that, so that was really good, you know, to see that going on in the NBA. I know the MLB, the Florida, was it the Marlins that had all that big outbreak? But that was just out, you know. But I'm just saying, so you know, it's going to be good, and I feel like the more of our guys that decide to stick it out this season, man, you know, this is a moment. This could be an easy chip for us. I'm just saying, right? An even easier chip.
Ellis, they ain't gonna give us no love on it, though. They're going to say, oh, man, the 49ers won that 2020 season, man. We had more problems that year. Everybody had problems. We didn't have none. Yeah, because y'all had the same team you had the year before, man. It wasn't fair. You know, Ellis, in fact, we need to start preparing for that because if the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year, they're going to put an asterisk next to it. Like they do with shortened seasons and things like that. Watch, see, I'm going to be arguing and fighting. But you know what? I live to argue and fight on social media. I can see right now I enjoy that.
Right, yeah, we didn't have all our players and all that other stuff. Hey, well, you know what? You should have came.
Yeah.
Because it was fun. You should have came. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that shit.
And we all had the same level of advantage, okay? We had to deal with COVID. We had to deal with no fans. We also had to deal with the same salary cap structure being cut back. So just shut up. We did the same things you did. We just bettered you. You know, God. Just gets me fired up to argue about stuff like that, you know?
Oh,
so
yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, I think we're going to be, you know, it's going to feel real good. I can't wait. You know, I'm glad about like I said, the John thing. And I feel like we balanced things out, you know, by getting that contract, thing just figured out all in all, especially, you know, with Raheem. It's like, you know, you guys got Jamal, and they even took a hit. I'm looking at the Seattle Seahawks are being said to have actually taken a loss here with this whole trade with this Jamal Adams.
Of course they did.
And clearly, they graded McDougal as actually a higher rated safety, a more quality player low key than Jamal, or maybe that was the trade. No, that was the trade they were basing the grades on. That's what it was.
His stats say he's every bit as good, and that deal was unnecessary. Jesus. And Dre brought that to clarity the other day. I didn't know who McDougal was. That just what?
Right. Yeah, pretty much. And he was actually a quality player, so that's scandalous that, you know, you gave up that guy, you gave up two first rounders, and what was it, a third?
A third. So not just, but the thing is, Ellis, not one, but you gave up back-to-back first-round picks. Have you lost your mind? You could have, if you want to trade them, you could have used them to trade up next year in the draft and trade up the following year. You stupid. You got a third-round pick. No, you got the Hawks got a fourth-round pick back. They gave up a third-round pick.
They could have got Trey Lance. They could have got Trey Lance, that new quarterback. They could have got rid of Russell and got Trey Lance, that boy from North Dakota State University.
Right.
My goodness!
If you want to trade up to
that's a bad boy. You could have. I'm just saying, you know,
whoever the first round pick is next year. Yeah, whoever your first round pick is. If you want to give up 2 first round picks, give them your 2 first round picks and get you some Lance. I don't know what's going on. If they don't win, Pete Carroll could get fired. No, not Pete Carroll. The GM could get fired because that's a BS deal.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like this has got to be an all or nothing season for the Seahawks. Like they're probably going to move on from Russell maybe within the next year or two and try to figure out a way to get some money back and try to restructure, you know, the team, or at least build maybe from the quarterback position on and try to just get maybe a lesser caliber or quality quarterback and, you know, try to make do with either a rookie or somebody that's a little more, you know, reasonable but quality, because they want to maintain still that that level of competition, competitive edge in the league. But man, I mean, they're talking about the draft, and they may not have draft picks. They're still going to be quality players. That does not take away from the fact that there's going to be quality players ready and available next year for the draft. So
that cornerback,
it doesn't matter if it's not going to be this or that. Those guys will still be. Yeah, that boy Trey Lance. I watched some highlight tapes of him, man, and that's where Carson came from, right? North Dakota, right?
Yeah. And there's also
I'm just saying,
cornerback. There's a cornerback that's going to sit out this year, so he can come in for the draft. So there's going to be a draft. No matter what.
They can pick up Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm just Aaron,
right?
They said, Aaron said he went and got him a couple of shots when he found out Green Bay picked up Love. He said he went and got some tequila.
Ellis, we're going to go.
Started. Yeah, right on, Chad.
I'm going to see you Friday, all right? And
okay,
see what else
always,
develops.
man. Shout out to you.
Hopefully
yes, sir. Thank you, Ronbo. Make sure you download the Ronbo Sports app. Like and subscribe. You know the usual do. Shout out to everybody out there. Stay safe. And thank you, Ronbo, again, family, as always.
Thank you, Ellis. Appreciate you, fam. I'll see you Friday. Have a good night.
Respect.
All right.
You too, family. Peace.
Oh, man. Man. Tell you what, it's I can't wait to see what happens in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're either going to be made extremely happy or happier than that. Y'all was going to say either extremely happy or happy sad, huh? No! Everything's coming up roses right now. And the best is yet to come. I just know it. Because we already hit rock bottom as far as just being human existence right now. Especially being an American who loves football. God, man, are you sitting there watching all the other leagues go through all that misery? Has anybody heard anything about the NHL? You don't hear a word about them. Poor guys inside that ice arena and everything, and it's too small, I guess. You want people filing in there. People probably won't show up anyway because it's too confined. Wow, God. You know what, though? It's got to get better. Anyway, fam, appreciate you. All right, Friday, let's get together again and talk some more 49ers football. Please, remember, hit that like. I can't wait to see you starting the weekend. Are we talking about the first weekend in August already? Do you know it's only 6 weeks, maybe and a half, before the first kickoff? Boom. There goes Dante Pettis in his new role. Here it's Pettis. There he goes. Dante Pettis. Whoa. He slipped the tackle there. Pettis has got a seam. Pettis may go. He's got one guy to beat. Dante Pettis has started the season off. Touchdown, San Francisco. You know, it's so funny because if that happens, we'd have to get up off of Dante. I told you I was going to get up off of him anyway. See you Friday.